ready for the Prep Sports Report right here on Lakeshore Public Television, and let's get it rolling, Wayne, with some girls basketball from last Saturday at the regional in LaPorte. Game one, Penn and LC, and LC got off to a great start in this one.
They did. Oh, they played very, very well. It's always nice to see, a region team beat up on Penn a little bit.
Definitely. Not a great crowd there, though. Early on, I know the LC had a good contingent.
This is Lindsay Kuspel, and boy, did she have a nice game here. And there's Tara.
Tara Zlatkowski, the big Z, knocking down the three. This game obviously was early, so that might be a little bit of the reason. We don't want to see any Penn highlights.
That's right.
That was Cameron Burr right there, although she had 21. Vicky Gard stepped up late.
Boy, did she step up late. Boy, did she have an excellent game.
Clara Carlton there for Penn. They knocked down a couple threes, but so did Vicky Gard.
Get the ball in the post. Get the ball in the post.
You see the double team.
Yep.
On Kuspel there, Wayne.
And she still finished. Nice pass inside.
Definitely good look to Ashley O'Malley.
That was a nice move by Penn, unfortunately. But
the big two shots of the game were the two Vicky Gard threes late in the fourth after Penn had come all the way back and taken the lead. And LC, though, won the first game against Penn 49-45. How about game two? Red hot Maryville Lady Pirates taking on Warsaw.
You talk about a red hot group, and I'm telling you, Wright and Gaines, they are just outstanding.
Victoria Gaines from downtown there. You saw the whole arsenal.
In this game. Nice outlet pass. Wright, Jasmine Wright had 12.
She's just so quick. Her speed is such a huge factor. Hopefully it's a big factor against Homestead. Did we go to the slow-mo there, Wayne?
Right. What is that? Looks like Yogi's number. Look at his Gaines coming down here all the way. Oh, what an outstanding ball handle. And there's number 11 for Maryville.
Coming back here is Warsaw. They came back also, Wayne, but the Lady Pirates, they didn't let them really get too close.
Lady Pirates bench has really played well too. Kids coming off the bench, and right now the Pirates are really on a roll.
Yeah, they are. Victoria Gaines looks pretty healthy.
Yeah. They've
got depth, they've got balance, just like Lake Central had that depth and balance. Jasmine Wright in the nightcap, against LC, Wayne, I think she was the difference with her speed and her quickness in the second half. Maryville got out to a nice lead against Lake Central. LC fought back, but the Lady Pirates were able to go on and win.
This is really a classic matchup. A team like Maryville coming on late in the season, LC with a big bench, and yet, this is a classic game, an excellent game, and Maryville won it 58-49.
And thus, I wore the purple for the Lady Pirates.
Yes, you did.
Not for the boys' team, for the girls' team. Boys' team had a tough loss against Michigan City last week.
Yeah, they did.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have some boys' hoops coming up next on the Prep Sports Report. It was off.
To find out more about prep basketball and other winter sports, find us on Facebook.
Watch full episodes and share your fan experience with Prep Sports Report.
All right, back on the Prep Sports Report, and Wayne. From a coaching standpoint, I'm going to put you on the spot.
All right.
What happened to LC boys on Friday night?
Boy, I mean, Crown Point came in. This is a big rivalry now. So both teams should have been really, really up. And I'm telling you, Crown Point came in and played one heck of a game. I mean, they shot the ball well. Obviously holding Lake Central to 46 and Crown Point scoring 71. You can look at that and say, obviously, Crown Point was the dominant team.
Let's go to the highlights. Crown Point had it all their own way on Friday night. What we thought was going to be a close game, but they were making shots, and LC was not.
It's been a while since Crown Point has won against Lake Central at Lake Central. And boy, oh boy, they were making shots. Jeffers ends up with 20.
Grant Galen had a 3 there. Joe Bannister on the drive.
Bannister on a nice little steal here. Takes it to the hole. Sasha Stefanovic had 18.
Galen for another 3 there. They really did a great job defensively as Bukowski hits a 3 for Crown Point. CP did a great job on Skyler.
Yep. I mean, other than Bannister, I don't think they had anybody that was in double figures there for Lake Central.
Bannister for 3, Ian Martin for 3, but not a whole lot of offense. And Crown Point had it going their own way. Nick Jeffers there knocking down the 2-pointer.
Doing it outside, doing it inside. Jeffers has to be one of the conference players of the year.
Blake Bonin. I think Coach East would have liked Coach East's grandfather. He probably liked that entry pass.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's a jumper up and in, and Crown Point, impressive with some balanced scoring of their own. Jeffers 20, Grant Galen 13, Stefanovic with 18, and they win big in St. John over Lake Central. How about some East Chicago and Bishop Knoll, Wayne? A great rivalry, but
that's right.
Actually, Bishop Knoll fired up a little bit in this game.
Yes, they were. They were fired up. Big rivalry here, and
the viewers want East Chicago highlights.
Oh yeah. Well, so is the posse. They all want East Chicago highlights for sure.
They really don't want a whole lot of Knoll highlights. They want a lot of East Chicago highlights. There's a nice drive right there. Lee Howard
had a nice game for that. Roman Penn had an excellent game.
Deshaun Lewis for 3 for EC. Here's Greenwell again with a nice hanging drive.
Nice job.
Greenwell with we haven't really heard a lot about him, but he made some nice plays. Damian Jefferson with the tip in.
Jefferson had 26 in this one.
All right, there wasn't a lot of great D there by East Chicago.
Right.
They just allowed Penn to go to the goal.
There was a lot of great shooting.
I think somebody named him Indiana Player of the Year this week. There's a lot of Player of the Year awards that given out. He won one of them already. Jermaine Cousinar.
Now he stepped up for East Chicago. He had 17 in this ball game, and they've got so much balance between those three. Edwards and Jefferson and Cousinar.
Anthony Diaz, 19.
Yep.
For Knoll.
Nice job for Knoll.
Definitely a good game for him. All right, big rivalry game coming up on Friday night, Wayne, over at Viking Gym. The Vikes had already won the DAC.
Oh, yeah.
Chesterton in, though, for bragging rights. You had the cheer blocks going crazy, and let's check out some of that action, Wayne. Nice drive here by Brandon Nicholas, and then the kick for the 3. Here he is, the Beast. You can't give the Beast that kind of room inside. Drew Paul with the layup. Bryce Lewis, he's not all about the dunk, huh, Wayne? He can knock down the jumper.
That's right. There's, Palambizio there.
We told you it was the Bees against the Beast last week, and Chris Palambizio is just so impressive. There's a nice drive by Lewis to the goal. Wayne, that he can post.
Look at that, nice outlet pass.
An outlet. He's kind of like the Jimmy Butler of Northwest Indiana for that size. He could go and post a little out there. Oh, that's a nice drive to the goal by Cole Wolf. Cole Wolf, I think, was taking some heat on Twitter by his teammates, but I don't know. He kind of stepped up big for them on Friday night. Another nice layup there.
Yeah, and look at Steve Helm, 17 for Valparaiso. So this is a nice win.
Great win for Valpo. Finish the conference season, the schedule, undefeated in the DAC. That's doing something.
That is.
But now they're giving away another trophy starting next Tuesday night. And they drew maybe the hottest team right now, the Crown Point Bulldogs, Wayne.
Yeah. That'll be a good matchup.
All right. More East Chicago highlights. That's what the folks want to see. And they had Bowman at EC, and defense was optional on Tuesday night. From what we hear the report, Wayne, Kashawn Lewis there with 9 points.
There's Cousinard again, and look at this here. Nice pass inside. Beautiful pass by Jefferson.
Kind of like the way IU played at Northwestern for the first 30-some minutes of that game. Defense was definitely very optional for the Hoosiers on Wednesday night.
Offense, though, wasn't. Edwards ended up with 29 points.
5 threes, showing the range, showing the all-around game, Wayne. Oh,
There's
scoop on the other side.
Nice one.
Who started with the beautiful? Oh.
Here it is.
Here he is, the whole arsenal. Oh, no, he missed.
Yes.
How are we showing a shot that he missed?
Did
I
you
cannot
see that
believe
pass
that.
by Edwards? Unbelievable.
Beautiful pass inside off the miss. Oh, here comes some fast break action. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's what the world wanted to see.
There it is.
The slow-mo. Hiram Edwards. He said, quit showing Marcus Jefferson's dunks. Get me on there.
Look at this, though. Jefferson had 20 points and 20 rebounds in this game. Jalen Williams.
Big numbers
nice
for
one.
EC.
Yeah.
And EC got a good draw.
Yes, they did.
Or
They got
stayed away from LC and Munster, right,
Yep.
early on?
Yep.
All right, Munster, their nemesis in the sectional. We'll see. Maryville and Morgan Township, really?
Uh-huh.
Pirates lost on their home floor on Friday night to Mission City. Came back with a win against Hobart.
And
This is,
played well in the second half.
Bringing
against,
back memories of when Maryville used to play North Judson. Ramon Atkins to Jarius Stevens for 2. There's a nice layup by Chase Braden. Kudos to Morgan for playing Maryville.
That's right. And
Jarius Stevens knocking it down.
Jarius Stevens had a nice game with 22. But also, Jake Kosalki, wow, he had 28 for Morgan Township.
Hey, if you got Marquette and 21st Century Charter in your sectional, you need to step up the schedule
And they
right
did.
before, right?
I give them a lot of credit.
Nice hanging
Morgan
shot in the
Township
lane
did.
there. Don't cry about having good teams in your sectional. Go out and play somebody. Chase Braden knocking on the 2. I think this is a great move.
I do too. I really do.
Rebound put up by Zion Young, the freshman. Here comes Maryville on the break. Maryville needed
There's
some.
a jam.
Jarius Stevens saying I can throw down too.
Yep.
72-54, the Pirates win a much-needed victory after the tough home loss for Maryville. Stevens with the 22, Cherry with 11.
And Koselki's going to be tough to stop in the sectional.
Yeah.
28 against Maryville, he really turned it up a notch.
Kudos to Lake Station because they were opposite the check mark on Saturday night and pulled out the double overtime win against Washington Township. My guys, Washington Township, let it get away. But Wayne, you laugh about the check mark as we see Shamari Lewis take it to the goal. Lake Station was so pumped up to beat the check mark, they just came out flatter than a doornail on Tuesday night against Portage. That had to be it.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't take anything away from Portage. Tim Bryant, I stepped up for them.
15 wins this year for Portage?
Yes, 15 and 8.
Holy moly. I think they haven't done that since 92, I think. Holy. Since was that the Rick Ute era? When was the last time they had 15 wins?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Shamari Lewis knocking down that 3 ball. I want to know hey, Brian Patterson, what happened? My guy.
Well, they took him out of it.
Well, good. They needed probably to rest him, but You know, that sectional at Hebron's going to be awesome.
Yes, it is.
They're part of it.
Very
is Lake Station. Well, Portage, kudos to them. 15 wins, Wayne.
Yep.
For a team that is always thought of as an also-ran in the DAC.
Right.
And they were close to some other wins this year
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh, yeah. They were
They're
right
a
on
dark
the verge.
horse in the sectional, yeah.
Yes.
But nobody wants to play them.
Not now. I mean, they're on a roll. They're playing well.
All right, we're going to go to a timeout. When we come back, we'll go side by side. We'll see how Wayne did. He lost in those LC girls. We
Yeah,
know
I
that.
know.
We'll see how the rest of his picks were last week. Coming up next on the Prep Sports Report.
To find out more about prep basketball and other winter sports, find us on Facebook.
Watch full episodes and share your fan experience with Prep Sports Report.
All right, back on the Prep Sports Report, ready to go side by side, Wayne, on some big Tuesday matchups. First, Chesterton and Michigan City.
This is going to be.
You know, this is
Serious
tough.
one.
I know you're trying to drag me into picking this game, Wayne.
You're the one that says Michigan City has really played well. In the last
Oh, they
time,
haven't? Is that what you're saying?
No, in the last time Michigan City and Chesterton matched up at Michigan City won by 11.
I'm gonna go with. Oh no, you picked Chesterton.
Yes, I did.
Why are you trying to tell me to pick Chesterton then?
No, I said Michigan City really.
Oh, you're trying to get me to pick Coach Boyd, huh? I can't bet against the Bees. Come on. In the postseason? No way.
All right.
And now that I can see Rice Lewis knocking down the J, too,
Yeah,
not
that's
just the
true.
dunk.
That's true.
They got the all-around game goal. These are two teams this year, Wayne, that have benefited more on their home floor than
Yeah.
probably any other team.
Yeah.
They've been great on their home floor.
And Michigan City has really played well with Hemphill. This is Chesterton here. And that's the Bees right there. Look at him. Just, go ahead,
got the
guard.
whole
Go ahead.
arsenal.
Yeah, come on, guard. Come on.
You know, he's got the whole. I love the fact that he's worked on those post moves.
Yep.
And he could go out to the elbow or the free throw line, and then, you know, that's something because he's got the defense worried that he's going to go around him, and then you got this other guy that can throw down.
Yeah.
If
Lewis.
If we got Rice Lewis highlights, I think we should show him every week because we could just show the one dunk all year, right?
Right.
That'll work. That'll work.
That was Lewis right
Oh,
there.
here we go. Hey,
Look.
I think
Here it
our
is. Here it
producers
is.
are thinking the same way. We're all on the same page, Wayne.
Yeah.
Right?
You ask and you shall receive.
That should be on every week. That and Jefferson's dunks as well. You know, the heck that we show in the promo. Chesterton, Michigan City. I can't pick my guy, Coach Boyd. I cannot give them a check mark, Wayne. I'm sorry.
All right.
I can't stray from the Bees.
Let him open. I give you an opening there.
Big Hebron sectional matchup, right?
Big one.
This used to be home cooking for Coach McKay and the Wolves, but
Right.
now they got the sectional down at Hebron. And, well, Lake Station, remember to bring the kryptonite?
I don't know. They better, because they better be able to play Superman. I'll tell you.
Superman, I don't know. He's been getting a little hot and bothered lately.
Look at it. I mean, you know, he's ready. He's ready. And he has played well. He's 19 in his last
since
outing.
he ripped off the T-shirt, he's been on fire.
Yes.
This may be one of the most competitive sectionals around.
I mean, you know, Lake Station.
You can't take that stuff down the lane against Superman. What are you doing?
You know, Lake Station has a very, very good team. Patterson is an outstanding player for them, and Gooch also a great one. But I think that, with Boone Grove, you got Sorrell. He's been a steady influence.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden, Gooch. All of a sudden Superman has kind of stepped up
Golston,
a little bit.
Yes. Obviously Lake Station needs the rest now. After going double overtime to beat the check mark, they had the letdown Tuesday against Portage. They need to get off their feet, get some rest, get ready for the sectional on Tuesday night.
This will be a good one. I think that really.
Speaking of Mr. Sorrell, I think we're going to see a little of him, Wayne.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Or maybe not. But big Hebron sectional coming up because.
There he is right there.
You got 6 teams that could win it, Wayne.
Oh, I agree. And you've got a nice 2 big men for Boone Grove inside, Sorrell and Olson, and
From what I hear from my guy Jimmy Peters at the Times, outstanding hospitality room down there in Hebron.
Really? Oh, it's worth the drive?
Just another reason to go, I guess. All right, time for some picks. How did Wayne do last week? Let's find out what's going on for boys sectional night on Wayne's World. Okay, wait, quick shout out. 4 state champions Saturday in Indianapolis. Colton Cummings, Mr. Hughes from Lowell, and 2 Pirates. Our guy Sean Streck, our guy, and Jake Kovac,
right,
who beat Bam Lawrence in overtime. But great
job,
kudos
guys.
to those guys and all the wrestlers that did very well on Saturday. Oh, got to give them a shout out at least.
That's right.
All right, how about some picks, Wayne?
I like on Tuesday Lake Central and Munster. This is at East Chicago. I like Lake Central by 2.
Wait. I think your Munster coaching shirt's going to get revoked with that prediction.
After scoring only 46 against Crown Point, I think this is.
I got to give Munster the check mark there, Wayne.
All right, check mark right there.
Can LC recover from that beating last Friday night?
They're better. They're out of it.
You got to like
Wednesday,
EC
I like
over
EC,
Morton.
and I like Lowell over Highland. On
Lowell needs to recover. They were beaten by Tom Johnson's Bearcats.
That's right, handily.
At Michigan's, this is at Maryville.
This is at East Chicago here.
No, the
Michigan
next
City, next one. Yeah, Portage over LaPorte. Portage playing very well. Valpo and Crown Point, this is going to be an outstanding game. I think Valpo's defense might be the difference. And Maryville, and against Hobart, Maryville will take that. And the second game that night, on Wednesday night, is Chesterton over Michigan City. I like Chesterton, as we said, side by side. Next, we're at Gavitt, in Hammond, for the 3A, and we got Lighthouse over Clark's.
Gotta like Lighthouse, Wayne.
And New Prairie over Kankakee Valley.
I don't know about that one. Go
And
ahead.
at Calumet, we've got Calumet over Hanover Central and Wheeler over Knox.
Some great Tuesday night games across Northwest Indiana. Get out and see one. Let's go to Hebron.
You've got Boone Grove over Lake Station. We talked about those guys. I like Whiting over River Forest. This is going to be another good game.
Whiting got beat by Boone last week. Can't go against Superman, Wayne.
Wednesday, you got Bishop Knoll and then River Forest.
Okay.
And then 1A at Delphi, you've got Delphi over Judson. Judson struggling this year. Morgan over Washington, a big rivalry there. And Catholic over Westville. And then finally, at Couts, you got 21st Century, Triton, and Argos on the winning column.
Marquette Catholic, a huge favorite there.
Right, they really are.
I think Morgan and Washington play this weekend, then they play again in the sectional.
Yep, they do.
All right, we'll be back. We'll have a boatload of boys sectional highlights next Thursday night on the Prep Sports Report. We'll see you then.